Respected friends, welcome you all with gratitudes, salutations, and appreciations. Congratulations. Hope you are recognizing the beautiful blessings and benefits of the seven tapasya sadhanas the Lord is blessing us to do. Each one of them, and I'm sure you are not only involving in them deeply with total personality involvement, and I'm sure you are enjoying also. Vedic chanting, such a rarer than the rarest opportunity. Dhyana Puraka Mantrocharana, a very good opportunity again. Common sense thought, so useful every day, a food for our brain and thought. Shanti Mantras, Guru Smarana, Guru Parampara Smarana, how nice it is. And doing Sankalpa to remind ourselves as to what we have to do and what we are doing. Upanishad Mantra Parayanam to become familiar with the mantras and Adhyanam of the Upanishad with Bhashyam to strengthen our intellectual knowledge regarding the ultimate or the only goal to be reached and the means for that. Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana Kripa is there. That is why we are able to do all this. Through all that, let our Loka Sevaka Adi Vyaktitva also become Vikasita so that undoubtedly we are such a blossomed flower, enjoying our own blossoming and adding to the joy and beauty of the world. Welcome, friends. Let us do our first activity of Veda Parayanam. Shanti mantras we are doing. 5 we have done. 6, 7 are more there. Let us do the 2 mantras today. Take out the book and just chant along with and see that the abhyasa is done so well that we are slowly but steadily, surely mastering this thing. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं शान्तिमन्त्राः ॐ तच्छं यो रावृणीमहे ॐ तच्छं यो रावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. नेक्स्ट मंत्र ॐ नमो वाचे याचोदिता ॐ नमो वाचे याचोदिता याचानुदिता याचानुदिता तस्यै वाचे नमो नमो तस्यै वाचे नमो नमो वाचे नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये वाचस्पतये नमऋषिभ्यो नमऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रकृद्भ्यो मन्त्रकृद्भ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मामां ऋषयो मामां ऋषयो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतयः मन्त्रपतयः परादुर्माहमृषीन् परादुर्माहमृषीन् मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतीन् परादां वैश्वदेवीं मन्त्रपतीन् परादां वैश्वदेवीं वाचमुद्यासगं शिवामदस्तां जुष्टां वाचमुद्यासगं शिवामदस्तां जुष्टां देवेभ्यः शर्म मेद्यौः देवेभ्यः शर्म मेद्यौः शर्म पृथिवी शर्म विश्वमिदं जगत् शर्म विश्वमिदं जगत् शर्मचन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्मचन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापते शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापते भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्मा सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्मा अहमिदमुपस्तरणम् उपस्तरणं मे उपस्तरणं मे प्रजायै पशूनां भूयाद् प्रजायै पशूनां भूयाद् उपस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनाम् उपस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासं प्राणापानौ मृत्योर्मापातम् प्राणापानौ मृत्योर्मापातम् प्राणापानौ मामाहासिष्ठम् प्राणापानौ मामाहासिष्ठम् मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरोऽनुमदन्तु ॐ शान्तिः ॐ शान्तिः should be enough. We have 4 more, I think, mantras. Narayana Hari. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tomorrow we can do them. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Veda Shanti Mantraha. Om Tachamyo Ravruಣಿಮಹೇ गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः ॐ नमो वाचे याचोदिताया चानुदिता तस्यै वाचे नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पतये नमः ऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रकृद्भ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मां ऋषयो मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतयः पराधुर्माहं ऋषीन्मन्त्रकृतो मन्त्रपतीन् परादां वैश्वदेवीं वाचमुद्यासगुम् शिवामदस्तां दुष्टां देवेभ्यः शर्म मेद्यौः शर्म पृथिवी शर्म विश्वमिदं जगत् शर्म चन्द्रश्च सूर्यश्च शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापति भूतं वदिष्ये भुवनं वदिष्ये तेजो वदिष्ये यशो वदिष्ये तपो वदिष्ये ब्रह्म वदिष्ये सत्यं वदिष्ये तस्मा अहमिदमुपस्तरणमुपस्तृण उपस्तरणं मे प्रजायै पशूनां भूयादुपस्तरणमहं प्रजायै पशूनां भूयासं प्राणापानौ मृत्योर्मापातं प्राणापानौ मामाहासिष्ठं मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरो नु मदन्तु ॐ शान्तिः 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 Be a regular practitioner of Veda mantras every day unambiguously. Thus be tuned to the highest literature on the whole universe, the Vedas, and thus slowly start deserving to be blessed by the Veda Mata, the Veda Rishis, the Veda Sthita Paramatma. Higher, can there be anything greater and higher pursuit than this? Just think. Good that the Lord has given us this thought, and every day we are doing that. Friends, let us do our Narayana, second aspect of the day of our Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana. After seeing Gayatri Mantra so many, then the Ashtadikpalaka Gayatri, we are doing the Navagraha Gayatri Mantras. So on each of these devatas, not necessarily only one, but many Gayatri Mantras can be chanted, given to us by various rishis and the great sages and saints for us. That's why you see different publishers having different mantras. Like for example, Bhagavan Surya, there are 10 Gayatri mantras on Surya. Gayatri is the Chandas, wherein 24 letters are there. In that Chandas, that mantra for that Devata to invoke is Krupa. One of those many only we are learning. And it is in your discretion choice. As always, as much as in the worldly activities, so much in the sadhana also, to choose any of the mantras and then through that invoke the Krupa. Right? Now in the Gayatri mantras, the three common words are Vidmahe, Dhimahi, Prachodayat. Vidmahe means we know for certain. We fully agree, understand, accept that existence of that Devata with all his powers and with his Krupa Karuna to bless us. Don't miss this thought. With Mahe, when you chant, feel that. Second is Dhimahi. Dhimahi means we do the Dhyanam on that Lord. Dhyanam is the last step. Before that, to prepare for Dhyanam, all the upasanas, puja, and stotra, all of that lift our intellect to dhyana sthiti. Then we do the dhyana on that Lord. Third one is Prachodayat is a prayer asking that Lord to be pleased with us and bless us with this Prachodanam. That Prachodanam, everyone can ask whatever the field in which they want to involve and grow. है ना? Somebody can say business में प्रचोदयात, money में प्रचोदयात, politics में प्रचोदयात. But you and I are asking only one thing from all devatas. May we be prachodita by all these devata rupa only in the spiritual evolution, only in the Atma Prapti, Adhyatmik Sadhana, Brahma Prapti Sadhana. Only we want the prachodana because we are convinced after studying all the Shastras that truth alone is truth, realizing that alone is liberation, everything else is a what do you call more sophisticated bondage only, but it's bondage only. Everything else is bandhana. It may be a golden chain. We don't want chains, whether it was silver or iron or gold. That's why we are very clear, asking every devata to bless us in the Adhyatmika Prachodana. Let the fears, ambition, inhibitions, doubts, everything go away. With full faith, let clarity of this Vedantic jnana may we all obtain. And we, like a rocket shooting up, do the required sadhanas and reach out to that experience very soon as experienced and guided to us by our Rishi Parampara. Very clear? Now, among the Gayatri mantras, six of them we have seen Surya Gayatri, Chandra Gayatri, Mangala Gayatri, Buddha Gayatri, Guru. Yesterday we were doing the Shukra Gayatri. Therefore, in the remaining three may we have Shani, Rahu, Ketu. Today is Shanaishchara Gayatri mantra. Shani Sambandhi, all these stories, etc. You read in the Shani Sambandhi Katha Purana. He is said to be the son of Bhagwan Surya and Chaya Devi. Shani, Yamaraja, Yami, all of them are Surya Putra only. Pauranika Katha mein. From some source they have to come, they have come. So that Shani Graha, the Saturn. Various Jyotish Shastras have various beautiful versions to say. Authentic ones one can believe. So in everybody's life, the Shani Graha definitely holds, and for you and I all, holds only to test our stamina, isn't it? That's what we take. Everything is a test for us. Everything is to empower us. Everything is to enlighten us only. Even Shani Graha giving us all difficulties, we take them positively only. So the 7.5 years, the 2 times 7.5 years, sometimes 2.5 times, 3 times, है ना? कुछ कुछ लोगों को whole life 7.5 50 60 years Shani Graha will trouble them that they'll have only diseases, only problem, only misery. You can see people around. They have done such type of papa that led to this type of dukkha. So too, the Shani Graha is said to be very kind, compassionate also. Luckily, with whatever we have done in the past, whatever we are due to receive. Luckily, we have these upasana paddhatis, prarthana paddhatis to be forgiven by those respective devatas, grahas, and also to be blessed by them. Wonderful, no? अज्ञान में जो भी गलतियां की होगी अभी विज्ञान सुज्ञान में through the upasana we can get that forgiveness and empowerment also, like the children towards parents. They always have the opportunity to go to parents, surrender to them, salute them, asking them for forgiveness. Parents are so kind, they forgive and they give everything. So to all these devatas. So our job is atonement for the mistakes done in the past through the upasanas So, to asking them to bless us to grow in our life, especially spiritually. And we are careful from now on that nothing we do which troubles anyone, even including grahas, so that we are always in tune, parasparam bhavayantaha, from a very micro atom onwards up to the macro entire universe. We have to be in positive tuning only, so that the mutual cherishing continuously happening. Our presence is giving joy to the total. Total is blessing us for our growth evolution. So the Shani Graha Bhagavan, nothing to worry about. Yeah, he gives all that dukkha and he alone again protects. So let us pray. Shani, slowly moving Graha is. He enters but leaves very slowly only. And that period of Shani Graha, 6, 7 years, 1 year, whatever, वो धीरे धीरे चलता है ना, हमसे सो जो भी दुख है वो प्रॉपरली भोग कराता है. నేను हरिबरीन शनैश्चर भगवान धीरे धीरे शनै ही चरती इति शनैश्चर, उनका नाम ही उनके चलन के कारण है. ही मूव स्लोली देयरफॉर हिज नेम इज शनैश्चर. Among so many Shani mantras, one we are reading today is Om Ravi Sutaya Vidmahe Mandagrahaya Dhimahi Tanno Shanihi Prachodayat. This much. So the Ravi Sutaya Vidmahe, we know Lord Shani is the Suta, the son of Lord Surya only, Ravi. So the Ravi Sutaya Vidmahe. So we know you, Shani Bhagavan. You are the Surya Putra with all your powers and abilities. Shani Graha stories, so many are there. Even Dasharatha also was caught by Shani, but he was so powerful to overcome Shani. And that Dasharatha Kruta Shanaishchara Stotram is so powerful. Those who have the Shani Graha dosha, they can chant that mantras, the Dasharatha Kruta Shanaishchara Stotram, and get relieved from Shani's anger, etc. Mm, that is there. Like that, all so many devatas have worshipped. Sorry, the Rishi Munis and Rajas, even the avatars also are seen to be worshipping these grahas and getting those cooperations. You know? Like Bhagavan Rama, Janma Samaya, all grahas are said to be in proper planetary position, adding their powers to Sri Rama so that he can do his work of Avatara Lila perfectly. All of them are there. Let us have one thing only, strong positive faith. That alone helps. Okay, so Om Ravi Sutaya Vidmahe. We know you, O Lord, you are there, the Putra of Ravi, with all your powers. Second line, Mandagrahaya Dhimahi. He is Mandagamana, he does. Therefore, he is called Mandagraha. Another meaning is when that Graha Prakopa is there, the Manushya's performances and achievements in all fields become Manda, slow and steady. You will not get up, you will not do any work. Whatever little bit he does, that also doesn't give quick results. Manda, Anugraha, or Shani Bhagavan ka prakop hai to everything goes very slow. Mandagrahaya dhimahi. O Lord, I meditate on you. You are a Mandagraha, but whatever you do also is finally to bless us only. In this world, there is nothing but blessings only. Even the highest punishment, including capital, is also blessing in disguise. And everybody is given that capital punishment. Thus, everybody will have to die. That only to continue the journey, continue the evolution. So, nothing disgraceful or ungraceful in this world, as done by the Lord. So, Manda Narayana Grahaya Dhimahi, we meditate on you, you are Manda Graha. Then Tanno Shanihi Prachodayat, that Shani Bhagwan do the Prachodanam to us. You know, Shakti Graha is said to be like the Ketu Graha, the Muktikarakaha, they say. I don't know all that much, but I suna. He, when blesses with our upasanas, can can bestow upon us all the riches and name and fame also. ऐसा है शनि भगवान अगर गुस्सा करते हैं तो सब छीन लेते हैं, कृपा करते हैं तो सब दे देते हैं. So we can believe that powers are given to him. We are at the upadhisthaya as a jiva. We are bound by all of that. Yes, the only escape is by realizing our Brahma Swarupa. That's our anyway main project. We are tending towards that only. But en route, you know, taking the help of all these planets for the smooth journey. If not, at least to see that they don't bind us or trouble us. Why do they bind and all it is there? We cannot ask them. They may do it. So when we do upasana, they don't do that. And some places questions will add to our misery only. Rather than that, find the solution. Don't ask answer for all questions. Ask for solution for problems. Here the solution is just to do the upasana. Okay. Om Ravi Sutaya Vidmahe Mandagrahaya Dhimahi Tanno Shanihi Prachodayat. Like that, there are many mantras of Shani Gayatri. You can see this one today we'll chant for 12 times and pray, E Shani Bhagavan, Kripa Karo, Kshama Karo, Raksha Karo. May our Adhyatmika sadhana happen well by your blessings and prachodanam. ॐ रविसुताय विद्महे मन्दग्रहाय धीमहि तन्नो शनिः प्रचोदयात्. 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 While chanting these mantras, how much we are able to bring our concentration, single pointedness, how much we are able to feel the presence of that Devata, Adidaivika, Adibhautika, Adhyatmika, and how much we are expressing our Bhakti Sharanagati Bhava, and how much we are intensely praying to Him to bless us. While doing all that, we should be totally drowned, dedicated, lost in this chanting to the exclusion of any distraction in the mind. Try for that. ॐ रविसुताय विद्महे मन्दग्रहाय धीमहि तन्नो शनिः प्रचोदयात्. 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 ॐ रविसुताय विद्महे मन्दग्रहाय धीमहि तन्नो शनिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शनैश्चराय नमः। मां पाहि पाहि रक्ष रक्ष। अध्यात्म साधना मुक्तिं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु। स्वाहा। Wonderful. So, one side, नायम मनुष्यो सुख दुख हेतु न देवतात्मा ग्रह कर्म कालाः मनः परम कारणमामनन्ति संसार चक्रम परिवर्तयेत यः. That is the greater truth. And it is our own mind which binds us, not any other human beings or any graha, etc. But already we have done something with our mind. Now we deserve the punishments from those devatas, grahas. So we can ask them for forgiveness so that that dukkha named obstacle, the prarabdha named obstacle, is reduced in enhancing our or facilitating our purushartha for our adhyatmika pragati. That's why we do all this. Okay. Now, two things we have done, friends. The third one, our common sense thought today. What thought we can discuss? Mm, Two things totally different from each other. Just they came, those thoughts I am sharing. One is what? Look back to yesterday and last 1 week. What we have done all through the day, 24 hours. And in that, how much of adhyatmikata is there? That proves, that shows to us what's going on. You know? In that also, whatever non-spiritual we have done, how much unconsciously we have done, consciously we have done, compellingly we have done in the last 1 week. An example. So today is 22nd Jan, after the Sankranti from 16th to or 15th to today. Look back and see. See, that's called delusion. Even now, if our mind is not on the truth, we are in delusion only. Look back. That's how one is the inner introspection, second is our what we have done in past for 1 week. Analyzing that gives us an idea as to where we are tending to. Time is not stopping. In this time, in the outer world, so many things are happening. In that, millions of jivas doing whatever they can or whatever. It's okay. What about us? What about me? What have I done in my last 1 week? 1 week is gone, isn't it? But that way, every moment is going. But just analysis के लिए 1 week is gone. What has been done? Another week is going to go away. No, today is 22 Jan. 29 Jan will come. By then, 1 week is over. What are we going to do? To know that, let us analyze what has been done in the past 1 week. Which are the things which are given so much importance, so much inadvertently and innocently, using modest words, but actually is so much ignorantly and foolishly. है कि नहीं? How much importance we give for the food, how much importance we give for nidra, how much importance we give for the social activities. सब संसार ही है. Where is adhyatmikata in that? You and I, who are studying Vedanta, who have already studied yesterday only, Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Naitaresham. है कि नहीं? तत्कारणम सांख्य योगाधिगम्यम ज्ञात्वा देवम मुच्यते सर्वपाशै. Such you and I who are studying Vedanta, if ourselves are spending every day, every week in non-spiritual, what to see talk about others? Or while studying Upanishads only, our life is like that. अगर उपनिषद ही नहीं पढ़ रहे, तो then how much we will get lost. an eye opener. It's a reflection. It's only a inquiry. It's a contemplation. It's only to understand for our betterment. That's it. There's nothing emotional about it, nothing to find fault or object or question or fight. वो सब संसार में होता है. In Vedanta, it's only an inquiry to know what is to be done and is it done or not, how to do. It's all smooth and simple path वेदांत में. ऐसा कोई गड़बड़ लड़ाई झगड़ा ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. What I have done in the past can I improve upon in this week consciously? Otherwise, this week also will go away. Another week will go away. Month will go away. 2026 already 1 month is getting over. हो जाएगा. देखते देखते our life also will come to an end, isn't it? Therefore, the outcome of these inquiries, as much as possible, consciously involve in Adhyatmika sadhana. So simple. That is the only thing which will give us result, even if it is vague to us today, even if it's not completely clear to us today. Then one point is discussed. Oh, you contemplate on that and gather the other required inspirations, informations from it. Your choice. Idea देकर छोड़ दिया. Second is, if we say, therefore, we have to spend time in Adhyatmic sadhana, what is sadhana? Isn't it? Many a times, still that question remains to us in spite of listening so much, studying also. So, today we will see in a simple way Adhyatmic sadhana. Basically, Adhyatmic sadhana means it is our antakarana related. One way of analysis, there may be 10 ways. One way we are saying. Adhyatmic Jivana or any Jivana for that matter, we will drop every Jivana, we talk only Adhyatmic. Adhyatmic Jivana is Antakarana Pradhana. Four of the Antakaranas. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. All the four of them, be attentive. Slowly when they are made to evolve, then we are spiritual. What is the evolution? Which you call it as spiritual, isn't it? Only these four things. Very simple, very easy to understand many a times. You have heard it in different topics, contexts. Key from the, I will not give all the background detail, exhaustive reasonings, explanations. Directly to the point we will explain that these antakarana coming out of the Prakriti, influenced by the Prakriti, in the Prakriti it is there. So from the Prakriti and Prakriti expressed Triguna standpoint, we are talking today what is sadhana. So our antakarana, namely Mana Buddhi Chitta Hankara, when consciously we put efforts to lift it, okay, from the lower Prakriti to the higher Prakriti, that's called as Adhyatmic sadhana. Four stages are there. Very simple. You all know it. When I utter the words, you say, "Humko to pata hi hai," and you do everything. You are Brahman. That first and foremost is they are in Tamo Guna. Right? Now, do the homework of what is the meaning of Antakarana in Tamo Guna. Each one of them. Mana in Tamo Guna. Buddhi Tamo Guna. Chitta Tamo Guna. Ahankara Tamo Guna. That's the lowest level. Half of it is conveyed. Remaining you think you'll understand. The tamasic mana, tamasic buddhi, tamasic chitta, tamasic ahankar. From that, putting effort to lift them to the rajasic level is sadhana. So, the mana, tamoguna, it has no emotion feeling at all. From that, coming to the active dynamic emotions. Right? So, tamas se rajas mein aana hai humko. Bringing our mana to rajoguna is the sadhana from tamas. Also the buddhi. परम तमोगुण बुद्धि सोचता ही नहीं वो, थोड़ा उठाओ यार उसको. लये संबोधयेत चित्तम व्यवसीन. Chitta also tamoguna. He doesn't want to remember any good shlokas, mantras. अरे यार कुछ तो याद रख. नहीं, मैं सो रही हूँ. एंड जब ये तीनों सो जाते हैं ना, मन बुद्धि चित्त, then ego says, when they are sleeping, what will I do? I will also sleep. Like the Sunday up to 9 o'clock, the wife and children all are sleeping. The husband says, why should I get up early morning and make tea, coffee? I will also sleep. Isn't it? Otherwise, every day he gets up at 5:30 and दूध गरम करके सबको दूध चाय तैयार रखता है. But on Sunday, they are sleeping. I will also. Isn't it? Same way, the ego also in tamoguna. Isn't it? From that, coming to the activeness, dynamism is called first stage of evolution. Slowly, steadily, consciously bring it to the Rajaguna. Means always we are in the activity only, not restless activity, again not meaningless activity, again not the destructive activity, fruitless activity. No, no. It is a very decent, matured way of activeness in which all the actions are positive only. The action of the mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Like the mind, instead of sleeping, it has woken up, but it has got the activity of being angry, let us say. Swamiji, my mind is very active. But active in what way? It is very angry. But that is not expected. Each of those instruments have to be made into the Rajogunata. That's called first step. Naturally, from the Rajoguna, Kriyashilata to the Jnana Prapti Prayatna is called evolution of our upadhis into Sattva-guna. That is called sadhana. So Tamoguna is laziness, lethargy, indolence, sleepiness and bhoga. ये सब तमोगुण है. Then being active, being dynamic, wanting to perform, kriyashilata is called as rajoguna. So lifting all our four antakarana, yes, along with it, the body also, the senses also, the prana shakti also. सब सोते हैं, सबको जागृत करना है, सबको एक्टिव कर रखना है. Rajas. From there, lifting it to the jnana aspect is called sattva gunata. So the mind also in its own jnana, buddhi also in its own jnana, senses also are very active and dynamic. They are not saying I don't know, etc. Chitta also filled with jnana and continuously it is supplying jnana to the buddhi. Buddhi also using that jnana and thinking going on, decisions going on well, execution going on, all jnana oriented is called sattva-guna jivan. Not that somebody has to remind us, not that we have forgotten. They're all tamaguna lakshanas. We remember, but still we don't want to do. That is the again tamaguna, no dynamism. रजोगुण से हमें सत्व में आना है. All the four equipments. That is one way of saying what is adhyatmic sadhana. Jnana prapti. Obviously, that jnana prapti first will be of the world and worldly activities. Slowly, we'll shift to the adhyatmika jnana. All the four, like sukha and jnana, are said to be the lakshanas of sattva guna. Naturally, for the next step, the third one, first is lift it from tamas to rajas. Second is from rajas to sattva. Third one, therefore, from the sattva to into the tattva only. All our equipments focused towards the tattva, entering into the tattva is called as adhyatmika sadhana. So, my mana also is focused on tattva, buddhi also focused on tattva, Chitta also is in the Atma Tattva. When these three are in the Atma Tattva, what will the ego do? It will also merge in the Atma Vastu. A vaguely said but very interesting way of analyzing what do you mean by sadhana. Guna drushti se tamas to rajas, rajas to sattva, sattva to tattva. Can you remember them? Can you feel little about it? Then think, where do we stand now? Where are my equipments? This one only. Antakarana एक ही है. Functionally, we call it as four. मनोबुद्धि चित्तम संकल्प विकल्प. संकल्प इज ओनली ऑफ निद्रा. कुछ लोग होते हैं हमेशा मन का संकल्प करते हैं, सो जाओ सो जाओ सो जाओ सो जाओ. सुबह क्लास में 7 बजे आना पड़ रहा है, खत्म होने दो क्लास को, मैं 4 घंटे सो जाऊंगा. सो द मन इज डूइंग द तमोगुण संकल्प. बुद्धि ऑल्सो डूइंग यस यस यू आर राइट, वी हैव टू स्लीप अच्छी तरह. उस समय धूप भी आ जाएगी, सर्दियों का मौसम है ना, वहां जाकर जबरदस्त एक्सलेंट आफ्टर द क्लास वी विल ईट ब्रेकफास्ट विदाउट वॉशिंग योर टीथ एंड स्लीप. द इंटेलेक्ट ऑल्सो गिव्स आइडियाज वेयर टू स्लीप, हाउ टू स्लीप. अब चित्त में भी वही संस्कार है. यस यस, लाइफ इज मेंट ओनली फॉर निद्रा, ऐसा होता है. एंड अहंकार सेज अब तुम तीनों सो रहे हो तो मैं क्या करूं, चलो. People, after retirement, they are thinking, they like that all. So, to another example of the Rajoguna, Mana doing the Sankalpa. Yeah, class hone do. I will wash all my utensils, all kapade dhona hai. So, mind is doing Rajoguna Sankalpa. And some activity I have to do, clean the house, etc. Go to the shop, get things, make breakfast. So, मन का संकल्प हो रहा है ना. So to the buddhi also says, yes, yes, if I don't do, who will do that? So Rajoguna Sankalpa. Chitta also cooperates. Aham also says, chalo, let me do. It is better than the earlier fellow, sleeping. If you do see a sleeping Sankalpa of the mind, all three also will join it. So whole three equipments when they sleep, Tamaguna, the ego also sleeps. Aham. So I become a lazy, sleepy fellow. Worse than even samsari. संसारी कम से कम रजोगुण में कुछ तो करता है. So to the Sattva Guna Sankalpa. Class is over. I'll sit for some more time and do the contemplation and grasp what is said in the class. Or I will do the puja. Or I will do my japa sadhana. I'll develop my ekagra chitta. These are all Sattva Guna Sankalpas. So to Buddhi says, yes, yes, yaar, इतने समय हो गया. We have not done anything practically only. Theory only, even really recently we started learning. Practical भी करना है. तो करके the buddhi also decides. Chitta also very clear. Yes, yes. It has full memory. The life चित्त में क्या है? Whatever we send, it gets stored. So chitta also reminds us. चित्त का काम होता है reminder. Yes, yes, we have decided to be adhyatmic sadhaka. As a sadhaka, this is the stage we have to reach. For that, these are the things to be done. Oh, let us. So Aham also says, yes, I am the Adhyatmic Sadhaka. I have to realize my essential self with the help of Manabuddhi Chitta. Ye Sankalpa. This is called Sattvic Sankalpas. Isn't it? Satvika ka Sankalpa of the Mana, Buddhi, Chitta. ये तात्विक में always in that Aham Brahmasmi Bhavana. You know, luckily for us yesterday, day before, in the evening class, Vakya Vritti we have seen. Thousands of classes we already seen. But we might have forgotten. Latest fresh yesterday. Only two words were used. One is Sakshi, second is Bodha. Isn't it? With regard to all that's happening in three avasthas, I am only a Sakshi. Within myself, I am Bodha Vigraha, solid mass of pure consciousness. Doing that, you know, Anvayata is called as Tattva Chintana. or inquiring who am I actually, doing all this drama, what is my essential self. This is called Tattvika Chintana. Tvapada Shodhana we have seen, Tatpada today will start. So in this way, if you ask what is Adhyatmic Sadhana is Guna Drishtya Tamastu Rajastu Sattvatu Tattva. And how much we are able to lift ourselves. Goal is permanently we are in Tattva or completely we are in Tattva. Means all our Chaturanta Karanas are merged in Tattva. That is our goal. तत्वानुभूति में ही हम हमेशा है. I am Brahma. Everything is Brahma Swarupa only. There is nothing other than it. है सर्वम खलु इदम ब्रह्म सर्वम ही एतत् ब्रह्म अयम आत्मा ब्रह्म. All Upanishad we have heard hundreds of times. That's what is said. So inactivity to activity to wisdom to the reality. Tamas to rajas to sattva to tattva. So for whatever the reasons of vasanas, wrong convictions or habits, again and again our entire personality tends to enter into tamoguna. तो उसको रजस में लेके आना. Once we come to rajas, from there to sattva, from there to tattva, and all done not zabardasti. Out of it, it should be very delicately, very sweetly, very maturedly. Slowly we have to do. Like every work has its own perfect way of doing. है ना? बाल काटने से लेकर मेकअप करने से लेकर है ना plastering a wall. It's not just he just does it. There is a system involved in it. Any work in this world has a perfect systematic way of doing it. So to this also with full matured, understanding, slowly, steadily, knowing our weaknesses and strengths, knowing the situation surroundings, हम धीरे धीरे करें. धीरे धीरे is not lazy. It's only to say that you cannot hurry up the evolution. Suddenly we cannot come from tamoguna into the tattva. तत्व तो अल्टीमेट है. तामस है रज में आना ही पड़ेगा, वहां से सत्व में आना ही पड़ेगा. देन ओनली तत्व. Suddenly from tamas to tattva won't happen. Slowly, steadily, throughout the day we become aware of it. Okay, in which mood I am now? Tamoguna. Let me come to rajas. Which mood I am now? Sattva. Rajoguna. Acha, whatever done, done. Now let me come to sattva. From the sattva guna, now let me enter into tattva chinta. As much we are able to hold ourselves in tattva, so much great it is. Not able to do, at least maintain sattva. Not able to do, at least maintain rajas. But don't stay at the tamo level. That's called sadhana. Guna drushti se. One thought today we saw under the heading of common sense thought, a clarity. Antakarana slowly rising from the lowest guna to the highest guna and beyond the guna. Tattva is gunatita sthiti. Prakriti atita sthiti. It is inexplicable. It is only experiential. Aim at it, love that goal, understand that that's what is recommended by all our guru and rishis. They have reached that, they are in the mukta sthiti. Isn't it? ये सारे पॉजिटिव थॉट से हमको उस तत्व को पाने का इच्छा इंटैक्ट रहता है, which is very essential. Think about it. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhihi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. Om Jagatimavitум Kalita विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवद् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्तितेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्नसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकयुद्धसंस्कृतेः धर्मोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्कर भाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं पारायणम् अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः chant from 4th to 6th आरभ्य कर्माणि गुणान्वितानि भावांश्च सर्वान् विनियोजयेद् यः तेषामभावे कृतकर्मनाशः कर्मक्षये याति स तत्त्वतोऽन्यः आदिः स संयोगनिमित्तहेतुः परस्त्रिकालादकलोऽपि दृष्टः तं विश्वरूपं भवभूतमीड्यं देवं स्वचित्तस्तमुपास्य पूर्वम् सवृक्षकालाकृतिभिः परोऽन्यः यस्मात् प्रपञ्चः परिवर्ततेयं धर्मावहं पापनुदं भगेशं ज्ञात्वात्मस्थम् अमृतं विश्वधाम. See that joy. These are the great memories for us. Future में जब पीछे मुड़कर देखते हैं कि in winters early morning we got up, we did Vedic chanting, we did Gayatri Ucharana. We have done this beautiful Upanishad mantra Parayanam. A good memory, a congratulating memory, self congratulation. And if this knowledge also is gained, yes, because of those days' efforts, this knowledge is with me today. What a beautiful thing. And if knowledge is translated into sadhana, leading to that evolutionary experiences, looking back, those were the golden days in my life, wherein, having gained the knowledge, I was doing the sadhana, which brought me to this level. Now, at any moment, I can just withdraw my identity from the upadhis, I can remain as Sakshi. I can even realize my Satchid Ananda Swarupa. Else, everything else is out of the Maya, Kalpita and projected. That is so clear to me. I myself neither a jiva, therefore I have no samsara at all. I realize myself to the eternal Brahman, therefore the fears of Janma, Jara, Roga, Mrityu, I have transcended. I have nothing to touch me. I am seeing the Sharira. I know the Sharira is Pancha Bhautika. Pancha Mahabhutas in their Tattva or Brahman only I am that. On me, that Brahman, these Panchamahabhutas are Kalpita along with all their Janma, Jara, Roga or their modification. Their arrival is Kalpita, and like the waveness is projected. Therefore, the wave's growth also projected, wave's death also projected. And the cinema screen, the hero is projected, so his success and failure, all of them also are projected only, no? A dreamer, dream world are projected, therefore all his experience is also projected. So to the Sharira, its growth, all of them are a natak going on without nothing, without anything happening. The Brahman is intact and I am that. See that? Imagine if that state we have reached to. As a result of all of this everyday's pursuit, there is no limit for our joy. There is an ecstasy. You can't be without dancing every moment क्योंकि मिल गया जो मिलना था. Isn't it? पा लिया जिसको पाना था. पहुंच गए जहां पहुंचना था. हो गया जो होना था. Done. That's called कृतकृत्यता. Krityam kritam. To be done is done. To be gained is gained. To be achieved, achieved. Wow, how wonderful that fulfillment. Our Rishi Munis are aiming for us that one. That's why they're so kind enough to guide us through all these Upanishads. And they are kind enough to bless us with this opportunity that we are able to study every day. Let us respect this. Let us love it. Let us take it more seriously, sincerely, with the heart to the heart. As we used to take, or even now we're taking the samsara to our heart, the happenings to our heart, which have no meaning at all. कितने चीजें हो रहे हैं जा रहे हैं किसी का कोई नहीं वर्ल्ड वार्स क्या वर्ल्ड्स ओनली submerged millions and millions of time the entire universe has gone into pralaya again it is coming how does it matter we gave so much value to that in the same way let us give value give our hearts to this spiritual pursuit not listening to any contradictory suggestions either from our own negative mind or from any of the matured sources of the world, whoever they may be. Let's not be misguided and wrongly influenced and to pursue anything other than this truth through Upanishads. देख लो any time doubt comes just remember our gurus Pujya Gurudeva Parama Guru our Adi Shankara Bhagwan Vyasa Bhagwan they all are recommending the reality only to us. That's why the need of our Shraddha in Guru and Shastra and Bhagwan that they remind us this as the goal. उसको याद नहीं रखोगे then our mind and other mental people become the guides for us and they misguide only us toward the world and samsara. है ना? That's the beauty. Now, the shloka sankhya Krishna Vasudeva 13वां में पढ़ना है. 12th is done. एको वशी निष्क्रियाणां बहूनाम् एकं बीजं बहुदाय करोति तमात्मस्थं येन पश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखं शाश्वतं नेतरेषाम्. That was the 12th mantra. तम आत्मस्थं ये अनुपश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां सुखम शाश्वतम नैतरेषाम्. अब देखो yesterday also we touched this day before also today also a little bit tesham sukham shashvatam it is said in this mantra. In the next mantra, sarvapashaihi muchyate it is said. Liberated from all snares, chains, shackles, bondages. Having heard these two words, that shashvata sukha and freedom from all the pasha, still, instead of pursuing this Atman, realizing which these two are gained, instead of pursuing this something else if we take it up, some other sankalpa if you do, can there be anybody more foolish as well as unfortunate by choice than us? ये सुनने के बाद भी और कहीं जाना इससे बढ़कर स्वयं को धोखा देना कैन देयर बी एनीथिंग एल्स सुखम शाश्वतम सी that powerful sentence how goes away from our notice. Shashvatam Sukham is what we are all seeking, no? And that is promised here when this self is realized. Then can we have any pursuit other than this self-realization? Any purpose, any goal in our life? देखो, you understand how powerful is this delusion and Maya? That what we are seeking is indicated here, and yet we go somewhere else where what we are seeking is never available. So to the next one. Sarvapashahi muchyate is said. And we all are struggling so much to get freed from all snares, bondages. And here what it is, it's recommended, prescribed, assured, guaranteed. And we are entering into those places where newer and more snares or pasha are tied around us. अरे तुम तो मुक्त होना चाहते हो, वो इधर बता रहे, तुम वहां जा रहे हो जहां बंधन बढ़ रहा है. देखो, that's how when our intellect awakens to this understanding, then we just rethink and reset ourselves and restart. What is the restarting? Only one thing. Throughout the day, nothing other than pursuing the Atman, the Brahman. You and I have to reach to that level. Don't look at others. They're all misguided. We were also at that time, and they're only till recent past. Some punya is working, some rishis are blessing. More importantly, our prarthanas and sankalpas are working. That we are listening to Upanishads. So here it is said, Sashvata Sukha and Moksha from all snares happen only through the Atma Jnana to realize that self. Once this is clear, then the self-realization is done through Panchakosha Viveka, Avastatraya Viveka, Atmanatma Viveka, Druk Drusha Viveka. Any of those things you pursue, then reach to that inexplicable but experiential self. The Sat Ayam, Chit Ayam, Ananda Ayam. Such me is everywhere there. In whatever the Rupa Nama I am seeing, in all of that the Sat Chit is there and I am that. अब देखो, ये अब नहीं मिल रहा है हमको, नहीं मिलेगा, बिकॉज वी हैव नॉट ट्राइड. स्टिल आवर माइंड हैज रसवर्जम, है ना, इंद्रियाणामि चरताम, वी आर कॉट अप इन इट. अब उसको धीरे छोड़कर इसमें आते रहो, देन ये रिवील होता रहता है ना. विदाउट रीचिंग टू केदारनाथ, आई एम नॉट एबल टू हैव द दर्शन ऑफ केदारनाथ, इफ यू से यू कांट, यू हैव टू रीच देयर. Oh no, online, you online seeing is online only, not real. Really, you have to walk up to that Kedarnath and then are in front of that Lord. Then you see, I have seen it. So, to without entering into this inner आध्यात्मिक sadhanas, the आत्मानुभूति मुझे नहीं मिल रहा है, ऐसा कहने से नहीं मिलता. You are not trying only. You try till it happens. It will happen if you try continuously. Right? Now we'll enter into the 13th mantra. Kimcha nityo nityanam chetanaschetanaam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman tatkaranam sankhya yoga digamyam ज्ञात्वा devam मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. This is the Upanishadic way of saying. You cannot alter the Upanishad to suit to you. We have to tune ourselves to catch what is said by the Shruti Mata. Mantras remain always like that. We have fallen from that level to this stupid different foreign languages and all. Struggling now. What to do? Tune yourself to understand them. They can't be changed. So, Nityo Nityanam Chetanaschetanaam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadati Kaman Tatkaranam Sankhya Yogadhigamyam Jnatva Devam Muchyate Sarvapashaihi. Yesterday we explained the last line and then first one onwards we have seen. Today from the first we will see and then start touching our most divine Bhashyam. So, Nityaha Nityanam. Whatever we feel the things to be nitya, relatively, what is that which is supplying the nityata to them? That is Paramatma. So to Chetanaha Chetananam, wherever the Chetana, the sentience is happening, that sentiency in the equipment is happening because of something other than those equipments. That is Atmavast. Chetanaha Chetananam. Then eko bahunam, the one who is one in so many, whichever those so many are, one common substratum in many. Eko bahunam, जब कभी ऐसा शब्द आता है, remember the water and waves in the ocean. Bahunam, many oceans. Eko, one water. Or many pots, one mud. Many ornaments, one gold. Okay? Eko bahunam. There, yo vidadhati kaman. Yo vidadhati kaman at the samsara kala. It is that Paramatma only who is giving everything to us along with the sukha also through them. Yo vidadhati kaman. And all the kamanas we have only for getting the ananda. So, yo vidadati kaman at the higher level, the meaning is when that self is realized, it is equivalent to the fulfillment of all desires at one go. That is meaning of yo vidadati kaman. When you realize that self, all the kamana purti, ananda comes at one go. That's what we have seen in different language in another Upanishad, Taittiriya. सोष्णुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चिता इति, है ना? ब्रह्मविदाप्नोति वरम तदेशाभ्युक्ता सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं ब्रह्म यो वेद निहितं गुहायां वनमे व्योमन् सोष्णुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति. So yo vidadhati kaman is this. Another meaning is the entire samsara is because of kamana. Vidadhati Kaman means it breaks the shackle of Kamana when we realize the self. Because the realized self, self realized, the Purnata is experienced. Infinitude in all parameters. Only when there is a sense of Apurnata that there is Kamana which binds us by karma and karma phala, janma, marana, all of them. अब पूर्णता हो गया, so there is no kamana. Purnata comes when I realize the self. Therefore, the self gives me Purnata and therefore freedom from all kamana. So it fulfills all kamanas outside. It gives the joy of all kamana fulfillment on one go, and it eliminates all kamanas when it is realized. Then thereafter we live happily, isn't it? Like in every of the movie. Toward the end, Shubham. Means what? They continue same Natanki, but with happiness now. So too, now we were struggling for bliss and purnata. Thereafter, we express and do everything with bliss and purnata, not for. For is changed by with. I am working for happiness. I work happily or with happiness. Because I realize it is to be me. Jivan Mukta Lakshanas. Okay. So yo vidadati kaman. Then next one is tat karanam. And it is the karana. See, whatever we see is karya. He is the karana for it. The karanatva of the Paramatma and the karyatva jagat is attributed as an intermediate stage in our Shastras only to lift our attention one from the karya to the karya, karana to all of us have this common sense always that the karana is more greater and important than the karya. सो हमारे दृष्टि जगत से परमात्मा के तरफ बदलने के लिए और हमारा इंपॉर्टेंस भी फ्रॉम द जगत टू परमात्मा बदलने के लिए द परमात्मा इज सेट टू बी द कारण जगत इज सेट टू बी कार्य लेटर ऑन with this karya karana explanation when we shift our attention from the karya to the karana and realize it or once our drishti comes on to the karana rupi paramatma, we are told later on that it cannot be karana also. Because you talk about karya karana when there are two things. दो है तो कार्य कारण है ना. The only one thing, how can you call karya karana? Then that karanatva paramatma is gone. There is no karya called as jagat. Then what is there? Only one Brahman, either transcendental or immanent. That's it. There's only one water, as just water or appearing as wave. There are no two things called as water and wave. No two, only one. Ekameva advayam Brahma. No two things called as mud and pot. Mud alone, either in the mud form or in the pot form. That's it. Brahman alone is there as the Sachidananda Brahma or as the Rupanamatmak Jagat. Jagat कुछ है ही नहीं independent other than Brahman. There is no relation of Karana Karya between Paramatma and Jagat. Because Karana Karya you talk when there are two. So to begin with, we are told he is the Karanam. To bring our attention to him from the Karya Jagat in which we are caught up as a samsara. Tat Karanam. Right? Next one, Sankhya Yoga Adhigamyam. The one who is realized by Sankhya and Yoga. Or Sankhya Yoga. We have seen already little bit yesterday. Sankhya Yoga means the Prakriti Purusha Viveka. Purusha is Sakshi, everything other than him is Prakriti. So realize the Sakshitva. Thereafter that Sakshi is Shuddha Chaitanya Swarupa. This is called Sankhya Yoga. Bhagavad Gita gave us such a beautiful explanation. है ना, सांख्य बुद्धि एंड योग बुद्धि. थ्रू योग बुद्धि, है ना, और निस्संगतया द्वंद्व प्रहाण पूर्वकम ईश्वर आराधना. When this is done, which is called karma yoga, it leads to the samadhi sthiti. The samadhi is, the is in samasthiti, in the stable calm quiet. With the samasthiti of the dhi, the atma vastu is realized as it is, which is called sankhya. Through that Sankhya Yoga, is the self is realized. Whoever realizes him, Tat Karanam Sankhya Yoga Digamyam Gnatva, having known him. And one word for him is Devam, pure consciousness. When we become introverted, contemplative, little bit of Sakshitva we develop, then the concept starts happening in us. What is the meaning of difference between Jada and Chetana? Then consciousness alone is considered or seen as the Jada, Jagat of Rupanama, only out of delusion. Water is seen as wave only out of delusion. Water never became wave at all, became as wave. Isn't it? That's the meaning of Sankhya Yogadigamyam Gnatva Devam. Gnatva Devam. Everything is pure, infinite consciousness only. When that is known, when that conscious self is known, Muchate Sarva Pashaihi, one is freed from all the pasha, all the bondages. Then what Bhashyakara's explanation for it? Tomorrow we'll study. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thereafter, the next loka talks about the Natatra Suryo Bhati mantra, which was there in Katha and Mundaka Upanishads also. Thank you. See you tomorrow for the Upanishad class. Right now, we will study Bhagavad Gita ji, such an important topic. I'm just praying to the Lord that the essence of all these studies enters and gets embedded in us, so that very soon we become pursuer of the truth reality, and very soon we realize it and get out of all bondage. प्रभु हम सब पर कृपा करे, कर ही रहे हैं, उसको हम स्वीकार करें, कर भी रहे, होने दो, होता रहेगा. ओम शांति. थैंक यू. गीता पढ़ना है तो आइए.